Yo, what's up guys, Belly today bringing you Pokemon Omega Ruben Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Showdown battle for you guys today. This is Joe here, aka PokeaimMD, and we actually met on the ladder. I was actually doing a little bit of team testing, a little bit of laddering, and I randomly stumbled into Joe. He was actually recording as part of his daily showdown live at the time, and this was pretty fun and we had a very good battle. So looking at team preview, I'm actually running this team that me and Phoenix Master 1 made. It's basically a bird spam Samrush team, which I've appropriately dubbed Bird Rush, and it's extremely similar to a CTC team, which a lot of people have pointed out. But like I said, me and Phoenix Master 1 made this team and we didn't actually straight up copy it, of course, but it's extremely similar. And looking at Joey's team, he's running a very nice standard balanced Mega Beedrill team, given to him by Valentine, I do believe. But in terms of threat, my win condition is definitely going to be Greninja. As looking at team puts a whole lot of work in. I'm actually packing the Hidden Power Grass for his Rotom, and my team pressures Rotom a whole lot, so I need to weaken it to the point where HP Grass can take it out. His biggest problem, however, is definitely going to be his Ferrothorn, as although I do have my Pidgeot with Heat Wave and my Talonflame with Flare Blitz, and of course a banded D-Knight with Fire Punch, I definitely need to weaken this to the point where hopefully I can take it out with my Greninja's Ice Beam. So let's just get straight on into the battle, shall we? So I'm actually going to decide to lead off my Tyranitar as he leads off with his Beedrill. I'm actually running the Sash variant of Tyranitar, knowing full well is actually going to go for the U-turn. I'm actually just going to go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks. Had I been running Pursuit, I would have definitely gone for that because this Beedrill is a huge threat. But I'm just going to start to set up my Rocks just to start to get a little bit of entry hazard damage off on his Pokes, which will help to weaken him. As he goes into his Rotom now, I have absolutely nothing that wants to switch in to either take a Hydro Pump or even a Volt Switch. So I am just going to go for a Crunch. I do outspeed, I'm running a lot of speed on this Tyranitar, and get off a decent bit of damage on this Rotom Wash, which is nice to help weaken it to the point where I can take it out of my Greninja. So in comes his Greninja now. Here I could have gone out into my Talonflame or even my Escadrill. I do go out into my Talonflame. The reason why I didn't go out into my Drill and abuse the Samrush, because he gets an easy free switch on into the likes of his Rotom again, or his Landorus just to dodge that Earthquake. So I'm going to go out into my Talonflame, as again it will bait in either of them, or even potentially his Ferrothorn. And like I said, I do need to get damage off. I'm not too sure what kind of variant his Landorus is, so I was actually expecting it to be a Scarf variant, looking at his team, but actually, as you are going to see after this Brave Bird, he's actually packing the Leftovers, so it's not a Scarf variant, which makes this even more easier to deal with, easily check it with my Greninja. So I'm going to make the switch now. Here is basically 50-50. I go out into my Pidgeot right now, expect him to go for Stealth Rocks. If he goes for Stone Edge, I'm going to lose my Mega Pidgeot. Turn 4, which is extremely unfortunate, so it's basically 50-50 now, as he will want to get up his Rocks if he's actually packing them on his Landorus. Could potentially be packing them on his Ferrothorn. And as you can see, he does in fact go for Stone Edge. Lands this, completely annihilates my Pidgeot. My Mega Pidgeot is gone. Didn't get to do anything in this game, which would have actually been a decent threat to his team. So I'm actually going to go out to my Greninja now, knowing that he's not Scarf like I did mention, as we saw by Leftovers. Just going to go for that safe Ice Beam as he goes out into his own Greninja. This is fine actually, his Ninja is actually a threat as well. So he's actually going to risk the Speed Tie here. I'm also going to risk it, as I was actually expecting to run a HP Fire. And since I'm running a HP Grass, I am at max speed. And it turns out, after watching his live, he wasn't running a HP Fire. So this was a Speed Tie, and I win the Speed Tie right there, which is nice, and down goes that thing. Going to go out into my Escadrill now, predicting that Poison Jab. And basically, I'm just going to go ahead and go straight for that, go for the Rock Slide. As he goes for Drill Run, I do live the Drill Run, which is fantastic. And down goes my Escadrill, and down goes his Mega Beedrill. I believe I got the better end of the trade-off there, which is perfect. So here, I'm actually going to go out into my Dragonite on the double down, as I'm pretty sure he's not going to go out into his Latios, as I could easily go out into my Ninja, or even my Talonflame. So he's actually going to go out into his Ferrothorn here, predicting the Greninja, and hoping I'm not running a HP Fire. But I'll go into my D-Knight. I am a banded D-Knight, and I am packing the Fire Punch, and it's exactly what I'm going to go for. Looking back at it, I probably should have gone for the Outrage, because had he switched on into his Landorus, I'm pretty sure it can take one Outrage, but definitely can't take two. And down goes his Landorus, then would have been, and then he could have gone out into his Ferrothorn, or I could have played around that or tried to get damage off on his Ferrothorn, and maybe got it to the point where I can actually take it out with an Ice Beam from my Greninja. Not quite sure, but he keeps going for Stone Edges, keeps landing these as I'm just locked into my Fire Punch. I'm going to be forced to sack my Dragonite at this point. And on the final turn, he's actually going to go ahead and go for Stealth Rocks. Very nice. So had I gone for the Outrage, it wouldn't have actually got up his Rocks, which would have been great for my Talonflame to easily just come in and go for Flare Blitz on his Ferrothorn. But in comes his Latios now, just to easily revenge kill my D-Knight, which is fine. So down goes my Dragonite. Gives me a free switch into the threat though, into Greninja. just going to go straight for that that Ice Beam, rather, and take out his Latios, which is great. So now he's down to his last two, his Rotom and his Ferrothorn. And I basically can't touch his Ferrothorn at this point. I have to hope he's actually not running the Gyro Ball, and make the switch on into my Talonflame. And then it basically comes down to 50-50, whether I predict him to go out into his Rotom or not. But basically, if I'd have been running HP Fire, then I would have had a better chance of winning this game. But as you can see, he's actually running the Gyro Ball, and that's going to take out my Talonflame, and there's basically nothing I can do at this point. I completely walled by his Ferrothorn here, as the Ice Beam I believe does around about 40-50%. Yeah, it does a decent 45%, which is nice, and he's going to be able to take me out with a Gyro Ball right now. So that is going to be the game. So we're pretty close to a very good, fun game, very good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. GG again, Joey, if you are watching. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for more. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.